Guru brothers and Guru mothers, Jai Guru to all of you. Today's monthly satsang has been arranged by our beloved Vinod Saubhai, who has taken the initiation last Dikha Divas, and he is arranging the satsang today for the welfare and well-being and the peaceful of his family. So Vijit Maharaj Bhai is also contributing to today's satsang on the ceremony of sacred plate of his eldest son. Ashutosh Sahu is also contributing to today's satsang. Tapas Day is giving satsang for the birthday of his daughter. I pray at the lotus feet of Sri Thakur for the well-being of his family and peaceful life of everyone. So today I will touch upon a topic which is very dear to all of us, which is very concerning to all of us, but probably we do not take much steps to rectify those things. So today we are living in a society which we know how the society is growing. So different countries have different societies. As you know, there are capitalist societies, there are socialist, communist, democratic. Each society has its own benefit and demerits. We know the capitalist society, the power lies with the rich. Whoever is the rich, they rule the society. The communist society, the power lies with the workers. And in the socialist society, we believe that whoever needs, they should get the actual rights and they should govern the society. And democratic society is like equal for everybody. We know we are staying in a democratic society, how our country is and what type of corruptions are embedded in the country. Each society has a demerit. None of the society is progressive for the culture or for the country. So what Thakur has wanted? Thakur has said that we should establish a society where people think of the other people. It should be an empathetic society, where one family thinks of the other family, one state thinks of the other state, one country thinks of the other country. Now, if we can follow Thakur's ideology of empathetic, where we think of the other state, where we think of the other country, then we will not have those conflicts what we are seeing in the current society. And that's how Thakur wanted the society to be. It's there in pockets, not everywhere it's followed in that true sense. There are some good people in the society, that's how society is thriving and growing. But probably it's time that everybody of us try to embrace Thakur's philosophy and spread the Thakur's philosophy to every corner of this earth. Another point is how economy should be. So India is a very rich, but economically it's not very strong. Why is it so? Any country's economy lies on the distribution system. There are producers of goods and services and there are consumers of those things. And the economy is strong if the distribution system is strong, if the distribution channel is strong. If the distribution channel has loopholes, if it has corruption, the economy does not thrive, it does not grow. So if we see our country, let's take our country, it's a democratic country where the distribution channel is with the government. Government does the distribution and we all know how much corruption is embedded in the distribution channel. The poorer the distribution channel, the poorer is the economy of the country. So we all are part and parcel of that society and we know why our country, being so rich in tradition, being so much wealthy, but still it's not economically good, it's not economically sound. So what Thakur has told for this? Thakur has told that distribution system should not lie with the government. Distribution channel, which is the main driving factor of the economy, should be governed by a divine distribution process. Thakur has its karmis, which are Sahaprati Ritviks. Thakur has wished and he wanted the Sahaprati Ritviks, who are the messenger of Thakur's philosophy, who are the messengers of Thakur's ideology, they should be the part of distribution system. Because they are the person who knows the society, who can spread the Thakur's message, who are empathetic, and they should be the part of distribution system. Let's take this democratic country or any other society. All the society has a common philosophy, equal distribution of good, service and power. Now, two questions. Does it happen? The next question is, if it happens, is it the right thing to do? So of course there are inefficiency to establish or to follow that equal distribution system, and again there are drawbacks in having the equal distribution system. Thakur has told that every individual is unique. Everybody has different needs. Everybody is not equal. So this, how the hypothesis of equal distribution will work. Thakur has emphasized on the fact of equitable distribution. Everybody's need is different, everybody needs different things. Primarily, every individual is different. No of the two individuals are unique. That's why Thakur has emphasized on equitable distribution, not equal distribution. So these are some of the philosophies which Thakur wanted us to establish those things. Now we have enough opportunities to spread Thakur's message in the society in the form of Jajan. And if we are not accepting that opportunity of Jajan and do not spread Thakur's message to the society, then we are doing wrong to ourselves. Because we are the people who have to save the society. This generation will decide how the next generation should be. If we are sitting back and think that society will evolve itself, somebody will take care of society, then we are doing a blunder. So it's our utmost duty that we actively participate in all Jajan activities, all Diksha Divas programs, and then we make sure that we take control of how the society should shape out. We should spread the message of Thakur, and that's how we are going to get the society which Thakur has dreamt, and an ideal society. So with this, I will stop today, and I pray at the lotus feet of Sri Thakur for the well-being of everyone. Jai Hind.